You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. So I'm in my Facebook group the other day. You can go there too if you want to. It's dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. It'll redirect you to that. And a listener asked a very cool question I think a lot of people probably would like an answer to if you've ever thought about it. He said, what's the difference between a goal and an intention? And it's pretty simple, actually. A goal is just a target. It's like an archery target, just something you're shooting for. Intention is probably the harder part. What do you intend to do to reach that goal? If we do anything around this podcast, we're experts at simplicity, the ultimate form of sophistication. That kind of thing going to get you a long way. Today, we're talking about creating an average perfect day. Every single day, just awesome. If you don't have it today, you can have it tomorrow. That's a promise. Maybe later this afternoon. We'll talk about it on today's show. It is the Daily Boost since 2006. 5,000 plus episodes, simple mission to kind of give you a dopamine hit. Get you moving. Emotionally, intellectually, physically, whatever it takes to go reach your goals. You're the boss of you. You should get what you want. If you're not making that move to do what you want to do, there's something wrong, right? That's not wrong. You're human, right? Stuff gets in the way. Life gets in the way. So this show is really just all about breaking through life getting in the way and just going the way you want to go. How you doing? My name is Scott Smith. Happy to have you here today. By the way, we kind of blew it up last week. I offered for the very first time ever outside of my coaching groups, I released my Daily Awareness Diary template. Awareness is what it's all about. Now, I don't want to insult you at all. I make no assumptions anywhere. I think you're aware of most things in your life. But you and I both know that if you're struggling along the way to figure stuff out, there's probably something you're missing, right? So I built the Daily Awareness Diary template to find what's missing. You find what's missing. My clients do it all the time, every single day. It works. So give it a try. Go to dailyawarenessdiary.com. Read the first page. It'll explain how to use it. Look at the second page. It'll say, this is what you do. Go do it. And in about 2 weeks, give me a call back and say, man, it was awesome. Glad I did it. So that's true. It's going to happen. How do I know? I'm not a liar. It's truthful. It happens all the time. So let's talk about creating an average perfect day. I actually had a client from Cape Town, South Africa the other day. We're chatting on Zoom. And he said, Scott, I don't like the word perfect. I like to call it an average good day. I'm cool with that too. Perfect sometimes it's very aspirational. We want to go for that. But sometimes it feels like maybe a little bit out of reach. That's all right. I use it for perfect. He likes good. I don't care what you call it. But back in about 2005, 2006, maybe 7. I don't remember. It's early days, man. There was so much going on in the early days of podcasting. Yeah, I was one of the first like 200 out there, this show, and it's been crazy stuff. But we started talking about this, and I'm not the first to ever talk about an average perfect day or an ideal day, but I might be one of the few that continues to talk about it today because I see the power of it, and I continue to look for the science underneath it, what drives it. And that's ultimately what it is. It's one thing to come to a show like this and say, go do this, get motivated, rah, rah, rah. That's a fun thing, but that's crap. It doesn't work. You know it as well as I do. It lasts about, the length of the show, and then you're on to some other thing to screw up your day. Yeah. Am I speaking the truth or what? So we need to understand why this works, why this happens, what's really going on. And that's where we dive a little bit deeper. So let's get into this. Here's the basic premise. Premise? You fix the editing. I don't do that. There's somebody out there who'll do it for you. The basic premise is this. If you could, on average, have a really good day, a perfect day, if you will, every single day of your life, how would your life be? Well, the answer is pretty simple. No algebra required. The life would be pretty good on average, right? Can't have perfect days. In the summertime, it gets to be 95 degrees here. My air conditioner goes out. That is a bad, sucky day. Until the nice air conditioning guy shows up. He's in a good mood. He's making a big bucks because I don't want my air conditioner to stay broken. I've had a really good day. I met this cool guy. It's kind of a bad day because I spent money, but it's still a really good day, right? On average, it worked out. The next day, it was cool and comfortable. You get what I mean, right? So where's the problem with this? If on average, you could get up in the morning and really do what you want all day long, well before retirement, please don't wait. Oh, man, don't wait. Start living today. Don't wait to do this when you're 65. Don't do that. That's another podcast by itself. So you get out of bed in the morning, you do what you love all day long, you go to bed at night, you close your eyes, you sleep like a baby, you have great dreams, you get up in the morning and say, man, that was fun, let's do it again. Wouldn't that be great? It is totally possible, and you have done that a lot in your life. Maybe you're doing it right now. So what's the problem? Well, here's the problem. People miss the connection point here that is buried deep inside the explanation of this, and they get messed up. So let's talk about the first one and then the second one, then I'll put them together. So the first part is more of a feely thing. It's your biology, it's your chemistry, it's who you are, it's who you were born, not even to be, but who you are, right? The person you are right now. You know, you like to get up at a certain time of day, you like to go to bed at a certain time of night. Depending on your stage of life, that may change as time goes on, but you know what that's supposed to be, right? You got that figured out. So you know how you like to roll. A lot of energy in the morning, a little bit of energy in the afternoon. You like to eat at 11 o'clock, some people 2 o'clock, whatever. You've got the basics of life figured out. That is kind of like imagining the first step of the average perfect day. It makes total complete sense. If that's who you were born on the inside, that's the equipment you were given, the programming that was put into you, and you figured it out, it makes sense to do more of that, right? And that's a big saying. Do more of what you love to do and less of what you don't. So if you know who you are, why the hell are you not doing it? So that's the first part of the average perfect day. And if you got that figured out, you're well on your way to doing it. So what is the second part? Second part is the stuff you do. Most people, when they try to do an average perfect day, a good day, an ideal day, whatever you want to call it, they think about stuff. They think about their job. They think about their car, their house. That's what they go to. There's a problem with that. They're missing the first fun part. They're going to the second part, but they're missing the connection part. So what is the connection part?
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
Let me tell you how you connect these two. Number one, if you want to create a really, really great day, again, follow your biology, follow your energy, follow your feelings, follow who you know you've always been, and just, I'm going to do more of that. Who cares what anybody else thinks? You have a choice now. This is 2025. You can do whatever you want to do. We got the internet and all that stuff. We can do all kinds of cool things these days that we couldn't do even 5 years ago. So if you know who you are, map it out. So you want to map your day based on how you roll through the day. Now, I do it really well. I do it all day long, almost to the minute now. I don't watch a clock. No, I just kind of know where I need to be. But if you can figure that out and do the stuff that you just feel you're best at doing, that you're in your groove, you're just feeling great. This is who I am. Look at me, man. He's just rolling. That's what you want to do. And then that other stuff. What about the other stuff? What about making the money? What about the job? What about all that stuff? Well, here's the thing. You have to map that into how you roll throughout the day. Now, let me tell you why. Because who you are on the inside is also contains your values and your beliefs. You get out of bed in the morning, and this is why you do things. Some of you do pray in the morning, some of you don't. That's a value, right? So if you get a job that takes you away from getting up early and praying first, that's going to mess with you. You're not going to have a perfect day if you miss out on that, are you? See what I mean? So we want to blend that. Now, if you dig a little bit deeper, this is basically, think of goals, think of what you're doing throughout the course of the day, and buying a car and buying a house and having a job. That's nothing more than a freaking goal. That's all it is. And think about that as a tangible expression of who you are on the inside. Whatever you value, what your beliefs are, whatever you're rolling throughout the day, hoping you do someday when you retire, that's your value. That's what you believe. If you take all that stuff you're going after and you blend it in and meld it into how you believe, life is going to be happy, isn't it? Now, how does that work out in real life? Well, I guess we don't have to go so far as to say, if you got a really sucky job that you're doing stuff that totally violates your beliefs, maybe your religious feelings, things like that, you are not going to have a perfect day. It's just not going to happen. So what do? Well, you can either change who you are on the inside. That's not going to make you happy. That's going to make your life even worse. Or you can just look at it maybe through the Daily Awareness Diary and say, yeah, Scott's right. I don't like my job or the people I work for, the values that they have. Yeah, I'm spending 8 hours of my damn day doing that. I'm not doing the stuff that I feel on the inside I need to be doing. I'm not talking about dumping your job and not being responsible. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just talking about the basic fact that you are who you are. You can push yourself all you want to. You can have all the discipline you want to have. But what if we did all that, plus we aligned everything we do with the stuff we're wired to do? Makes sense, right? And if you find anything around this podcast at all, you're going to get a lot of common sense. We call it say it loud, say it proud. We call it Scott Logic. It's just the way I think, but I think you think the same way. If your name is Tom, you can call it Tom Logic if you want to. I've met a Tom Logic before. He wasn't very smart, but that's just my opinion of that. Average perfect day, average good day. It is extremely possible, and I would guess on the inside it's probably what you're shooting for anyway, right? DailyBoostPodcast.com/Facebook. Come over there, say hey. DailyAwarenessDiary.com. You can grab that. Want something else for free? Why not? PerfectWeekPlanner.com. Something else for free? Oh, what the hell? I'll see you tomorrow right here on this free podcast called The Daily Boost.